They are so much like us. It's because of that that we should give them the freedom that they should have. I used to work in advertising, wear 4-inch heels, designer clothing. Now I clean monkey poop, and this is what that looks like. Cleaning the monkey poop. Welcome to Storybook Farm Primate Sanctuary, the home of 19 monkeys. I started volunteering here about 6 years ago, and then eventually I started doing more and more with the sanctuary. 4 years ago it was put up for sale, so I went on the board and helped with fundraising, then became a co-owner. You want to pick one? Oh, you can't have all of them. My mantra became failure is not an option. If we hadn't succeeded in buying this property, there was nowhere else for the monkeys to go. They would have had to be euthanized. The sanctuary now is my life. Whether they come from roadside zoos or whether they've been pets, this is the only other place for them to go in Canada. Rudy was in a storage container full of exotic animals that were going to be then sold, which unfortunately is legal in most of Canada. He was close to death when he was surrendered to us. He chewed off the hair of his tail. Now he's sort of a model squirrel monkey. It's great when they start doing things that they would do in the wild, such as, washing a grape in the leaf. It is so cruel what happens to them before they go to market. They are taken away from their mothers if they're being bred in captivity, and if they're being poached in the wild, inevitably the whole family needs to be killed because the family will protect the baby to the death. We have two of the most famous monkeys in Canada. Pockets is the diva. He likes attention, he's an artist. Pockets really took to painting. He's apparently one of the top 10 primates who paint in the world. Pockets does allow his artwork to be sold. Superheroes never fade. Dandelions, Homo sapiens. Darwin, he was called the Ikea monkey because he was found in an Ikea parking lot. Somehow he had managed to unlock the cage he was in. He was wearing a little shearling coat and a diaper. Caused quite the sensation around the world. He's very energetic. He has a great relationship with Pierre, our baboon. He's very strong. He can bend rebar. It'd be tough to change his diapers these days. Monkeys do not make good pets, but unfortunately there are still people who believe that they can be. See, that's what can happen. Even though you're being nice to them and you're giving them a treat, they can just suddenly turn. In 2016, there were 7,500 monkeys in labs in Canada. The lab monkeys that just arrived are Cody, Pugsley and Cedric, and they're beautiful crab-eating macaques. It's the first time that lab monkeys have officially been allowed to retire to sanctuary. The day they arrived, it was raining, and so they really didn't know what it was, and because there was all this rain coming down on them. When we were releasing them from their travel cages, which were essentially 4x4x4, they did not look back. They just went for it. They didn't know what was ahead of them. They just went for it. We cried a lot that day because it was so great to see them just not question the opportunities that they were being given. Like, somehow they seemed to understand that it was going to be better. It's that gradual change in them, in their behavior, in their demeanor, that really is the reason that we do this. It's gratifying to work with the monkeys and to see how their behavior changes over time, and to see how much they learn to trust us. We do what we can in order to give them that freedom, and that freedom from fear. They are born to be wild.